Yeah, what's good? I go by Digital Crates. Everybody call me Crates, man. I'm repping for hip hop since 1987.com. I got one of the illest underground, under the radar artists in the building with me right now. Ant White, man, my guy. How you been?
Oh, man, what's up? Appreciate you. What's good, Crates?
Man, I'm repping, man. I know you got that Razr 2 on the way, new music. You was kind of on a
Yeah,
tear last year. Like this time last year, you was dropping. And then I guess you went back into the studio and started cooking up. And I'm really excited to hear all the new work, man. You definitely got to send me the music, tag me in everything that you drop, man. I'm tapped into what you got going on. I got a lot of respect for what you do. In Philly, it's like so many rappers. It's kind of rare when you hear original voice. Like I feel like your voice is original. You can rap on any type of beat, any type of flow, any subject matter. I think you're really a well-rounded artist. For the people that don't know you yet, let's rewind a little bit, man. Maybe you could just tell them your name, where you're from, and how you got
for sure,
started
for
doing
sure.
music.
Yeah, my name is Ant White. I'm from the F. I'm from Frankfurt. Yeah, like I said, I'm from the city. I started out doing music shit at this point probably like 9 years ago.
Mm.
So yeah, I just used to just work really hard and just go at it with my homies and shit. And we would just just be constantly on it and shit. I linked up with Ab-Liva probably in about shit 2000 and 2011. Lava's a Philly legend.
Yeah.
Grammy winner. The list goes on, and his name accolades speak for itself. So just being under him and getting to learn from Lava and just study under him for so long and shit just really gave me an insight on shit and just how I'm supposed to move in this. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, man. But here,
Yes.
here we are today and shit. One mixtape in, like, I've been doing music for a long time, but
Yeah.
I never dropped music. Like, I was just like in an incubation for a long time, basically, just always working, always writing, traveling, recording, just soaking up a lot of different content and shit, man. So
A lot of artists skip that step. They skip the development process. They go from dropping one song to thinking that they a celebrity. And I got respect to the grind. Like you really been putting in the time in the studio.
thanks.
A lot of music, a lot of videos, and it's just like for the people that don't know, like also like linking up with Ab Live. I mean, that is like legendary. Like State Prop gets like so much shine, but at that same time, the Figure Gang was doing it like bigger
Yeah, they were
than.
doing it.
And also, big shout out to Frankfurt. A lot of people don't know Frankfurt home to some of the toughest spitters in the whole city of Philly. Like no cap.
Yeah.
Um, and,
Yeah.
and there's some youngins today. I'm not gonna get into it, but there's some youngins coming out of Frankfurt. Yo, man, like shout out to that whole side of Philly. I think is also under the radar and underappreciated. So
Yeah, man. Yeah, we
for
got some great names, man. Like a lot of good guys and a lot of great artists that coming out here for real, for real.
yeah,
Like,
so for you
yeah.
to like punch into the game with Frankfurt on your back, with Figure Gang in your corner, like man, you really set up for success in this. And we hope you continue to drop more music and more visuals. We're really looking forward to the project. The people want to know though, where did the Ant White come from? Where did the rap name come from?
Man, that what's crazy is like I'm transparent. So my rap name, my real name, like I didn't have to dig too deep or like make anything fake or try to just decorate some shit over the top. Like that's my name. You feel me? That's
Yeah.
my real name. So I mean, my name is Anthony. So you put the rest together. You feel me? So
Yeah. Everything you got has that aesthetic of being transparent. Like the logo is simple. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like the visuals are clean, not nothing too fancy. Like you really letting the music shine, letting the bars and the lyrics
yeah.
shine through. How
I'm
did you really?
trying, bro.
Yeah.
I had to learn. I had to learn to like to make that be the focal point.
Mm-hmm.
I had to like like I had to really learn to let that be the focal point. Like just working with people and shit, and people looking at your development. They say, yo, like you don't need to use the Rolls Royce right now, or you might you don't need to be on the helicopter and all that shit. Like, and specifically, I'm be real. Like,
Yeah.
those are conversations that I have with like Pusha T about shit like that. Sometimes it's like, yo, like this shit has to be transparent. Just
Yeah.
just like the rap, and people got to understand that what you're selling is the rap and not
Yeah.
all the other, the BS. You feel me?
Especially in Philly, like and not just Philly, but the tri-states, like coming out of Philly, Jersey, or New York,
Mm-hmm.
you got to be nice with the pen. You got to be nice with the
Gotta be.
delivery.
You
It's
gotta
it's
be.
it's almost like that other stuff doesn't really matter. until people respect the music itself. And I'm definitely a fan of what you got going on. What was it for you though? You say you've been doing it for some time now. What was it that
Yeah.
made you press the gas the way you've been doing the last couple of years? Like, what was the turning point?
Honestly, the turning point was just me having everything that I needed to be self-contained. Even like the mixtapes, the Razr, the series is done by a production team that they're the two producers out of the co-op. Shout out to the co-op. Um, my man AyoD and my man Keem Kong. They do the entire Razr production, and we still followed the same formula now. So just working with them closely and all that, just being next to each other and grinding every day for, I guess, probably like 3 years at that point. Once everything started clicking as far as our sound, it's like, you kind of knew when it was time. You feel me?
Yeah, and I was kind of gonna ask you about the production, like them, those two producers you mentioned, and you got like such a solid chemistry, and it's like I said, I feel like you could rap over any type of beat, but what is it about finding your own sound and representing for the soil? Like, what about that is so important for you?
Well, to be honest, I mean, even those guys I work with, like, they're my friends. Like AOD is like my brother. Me and Keem work close together every day. So just having that relationship and that chemistry, the sonic builds, over time, and everything is organic. So
Yeah,
that's really what it comes down to. And then even on the business side, like, when you want to do business and all that, people want to see that what you got is self-contained, and you can
yeah,
actually, you can put this shit to the to the road, and
yeah,
everything you have, you need. Oh, you need beats? Oh, you got it. Oh, you need raps? You got it. Oh, you need
yeah.
engineer? You got it. Oh,
Got it.
every year you got it. Oh, cool. All right. Well, yeah, we can spend money with you because you are low
Yeah.
overhead. You feel me?
Yeah, it's like, one for nothing attract everything. Like if you got your team right,
Right. Right.
that's,
Right. Right.
and because it is the music business, you know what I mean? It's like
Yeah. Yeah.
equal parts. You got to have the good music, but you got to have your business right. You got to have your team together. And it looks like you got all that going, and now you like performing at a high level. What keeps you motivated through all this to like keep getting better, to keep showing, improving?
Man, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real, Crates. Like it's really having people around you who perform at a high level. And when you look at that and you try to see what you're aiming for, you really start to change your aim. You feel me?
Yeah,
Like me wanting certain things. It can't stop at the point where everybody else stops. You feel me? Like I've seen a
yeah,
lot. I've done a lot. Fortunately, I've been blessed in that manner to be able to like expand my reach through this music. So
yeah,
over time, like that shit just really it just keeps you going. You keep seeing another level, another level, another level. It's like dudes in hip hop now are 50 and 40 and like later in age making billions and still
yeah,
getting deals and all types of shit. So it's like, man, with me being in my 20s and like really just getting started, it's like, you know, I just watched somebody win a Grammy last year. I just watched somebody, get nominated a few years ago too. Like,
mhm,
I got friends that that work with people that are Grammy and renowned artists and shit. So just being around them and seeing what they do, it
yeah.
just lets me know where I should be aiming.
For me, sometimes it's just a positive feedback. Just seeing
Yeah,
the
yeah.
people dig what I got going on, like, all right, that keeps me going. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, yo, what's crazy too? Like you really gotta love what you do, because
Yeah,
it's so many times, like bro, I said I've been doing music for 10 years. Like it didn't get into the sphere of like, oh, all right, we taking this to this level, or this person put their hands. It didn't get in that to probably like the fifth year. So even me
yeah,
work after them 5 years, me now dropping, this could be another 5 years. So, like that shit, yeah, like you just gotta do the math. Like, if it's not something you love and like you go to the studio, you record 5, 6 songs, every night or whatever, all them songs don't really go nowhere and mean nothing and shit. You just gotta really just be focused on getting better. So,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
It's like being in the gym. It's like you gotta hit those free throws so that you can hit the game winners. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like that's what it's all about to me. And then and
yeah,
then you and then you want to keep hitting bigger buckets. It's like you could win an NBA championship, but then there's the Olympics. You
yeah,
could be the best in the world, not just best in America. Like so, you already
yeah.
you already got your head on a swivel, but it's on tight, and it's like moving around in
Thank you.
this game. The game is crazy. Like there's no
It
doubt
is
about it.
crazy, yo. You know it's crazy. Even when you saying it's crazy, it always gets crazier. Like and
Man.
and even to see like both sides of it and stuff, man. Like it has its days. Like any job or any occupation or any career, it has its days. But like we like even what you do, bro. We do what we love, so
Yeah.
that's always going to shine through. You feel me?
Yeah, there really hasn't been a day. I've been doing this music stuff 20 years plus. There's not a day goes
Mm,
by that I don't thank my lucky stars that I'm doing what I wanted to do when I was a kid, and I'm still
right,
doing it. Like
right.
5-year-old crates would be really proud of me right now. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. And
you
that's
know
what
what I
it's
mean?
about.
Like,
Staying true to you.
yeah, and then also you want to make every trap better than your last trap. That's my thing. Is like, and I've even in the stuff you dropped last year, like you was consistently getting better and better. Each video was better. The bars are getting tighter. The raps are getting better. Like
Thanks.
the content is more potent. You know, it's like you lived life and you got more to say. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I want to take it back, man. I want to talk about some of the music from last year. I love the Bloody Mary track with Fuse.
Oh
Uh,
man, shout out my man Fuse, man. Shout
yeah,
out Fuse.
how did that come together? How did you link up with Fuse from 808 Mafia?
Big shout out to Fuse, my brother. We cut Bloody Mary. That was 2017. To be honest, that was the first time. That was the first time that I got in with the platinum producer. That's something that the team set up. Pusha had reached out, whatever, he had worked with him. So like just having that relationship made the relationship able to blossom with myself and Fuse. Yo, when we cut Bloody Mary, bro, we locked in for like 3 days and we made 7 full songs, and Bloody Mary was one of them. Yeah, man. So I'm gonna tell y'all right now, man. A tape from Fuse is very possible. I got a lot of Fuse heat in the stash, man. But yeah, that Bloody Mary, I was just so natural, and just like just having fun and just really filling out that space and time of a few years ago, and just really being a new artist. That was my first time flying to Atlanta. That was my first time recording in Atlanta. Like I remember I was nervous. I'm like, damn, yo, I'm locking in with this. Like this,
Yeah,
he just made Bounce Back with Big Sean.
yeah,
Like, so I'm like, God damn, this is a
yeah,
lot. So I'm going
yeah.
down there, and I was so scared. I actually overperformed. So, but
Mm,
it's healthy fear. So, like, and
yeah.
like you said, just being competitive and motivated. So, yeah, Bloody Mary was just a, just the consequence of having fun, man.
Yeah, shout out to 808 Mafia. It's like they the goats right
Yeah,
now. Like they rewrote the blueprint on what hip hop is and what it should be, and they did it in a way that's true to the culture. So you linking with them, man. Like you goated now. You forever stamped. You know what I mean? Just on that. So yeah, I love day by day with El Trapo.
oh
That's
yeah,
yo
man. Shout out my man
what
Feed, produced by Feed,
what
man.
yo. That track is so hard. The video is hard. I mean,
They have
if
camera.
if we talking raw hip hop, like that is a banger of all bangers right there. How did that collaboration and video come together?
Another result of just like working constantly and just seeing everything come together. Like, yo, day by day, that's something that was from around the time we did actually before Bloody Mary, man. So, just sitting on the song for like a couple years and just letting it curate and
Yeah,
playing it, flying around, shopping at different places, everybody, opinions and shit. Everybody's like, yo, like this is really, a special song. Like I think we should, we roll forward with it, and got linked up with Dev Cameron. Shout out to Dev.
yeah, Dead
Gave us
Fire.
a fire ass video and shit, man. And like I said, that Feeve having that beat for us, man, it was just special. It was one of those things, you hop in one of those different pockets, and next thing you know,
Yeah,
you've made art.
yeah, it really, and it is like it's raw, but it's definitely vivid. It's artistic. The other two tracks I wanted to talk about is with your team, Banshee with Keem Kong and
Yeah,
Trapetite with AyoD. Like that's
yeah,
now if somebody goes to search your name online and they hear them two tracks, that's where I feel like you're starting to really, like you said, find that pocket, find your sound. And it's
yeah.
and it's really unique. It's your sound. Like not many people that I know, even if they're spitters, can hop on those type of beats and do what you did. And the videos too, like you have an aesthetic now. It's like people know what to expect. Uh,
Right, right, right.
I mean, let's take it back though. How many songs do you think you recorded over the years to get to that point right there?
Shit, just the Razr one. To be honest, by the time we did the first Razr tape, I probably had 600-700 songs recorded.
Jeez, see, that's what I'm saying. That's that work.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and those are songs I probably say like, yeah. So yeah, probably that's probably over like 5 years. Yeah, man,
Yeah,
probably 600-700 songs. Yeah, but the like you said, like us learning our sound and shit. Once we started getting our sound, bro, it was just like, man, we might as well just keep all this to the side and just because
yeah.
everybody else's shit, all the Fuse, all the all the great names, the Avenues, all the Philly guys, Infamous
Mhm.
Rep, like those guys are there and like they're doing what they're
Yeah,
doing. So we hopping with them, it's a no brainer.
yeah, of
But as
course.
far as having our own sound, like I feel like I needed like 2 years to just lock in just with my home team and just get
Yep.
that established. I think that people are going to be able to hear that on Razr too. Like I really do. Like the evolution of the sound and just the understanding of where I fit on what Keem does and where I fit on what Danny does and how to like, sprinkle it out and just have that shit be even and just
Hmm.
not when it's not too much, when it's enough. Yeah,
Yeah.
man. It's
So
there.
Razor 2 on the way. Let's talk about it. When's it dropping, first of all?
It's dropping on November 22nd.
What's coming with that? You got videos on the way, shows booked. Like, what's coming?
Yeah, man, we got videos. I've been shooting already and stuff. So
Mm.
the videos are going to be there. All the shows and all the other movement that comes along with that. That's all TBD. But we definitely wanted to get the music and and the visuals and the art right, and
Yeah.
just have some dope put together for everybody to see and understand what it is we do. But I'm actually really excited. Like you said, that whole year in between, I had to take a step back. I was like, dang, it's my first time releasing a project. I know how to
Mm.
make music, but releasing music is a totally different beast. You feel me?
Totally different. The
It's totally
rollout
different.
is the whole thing. Like, it's crazy.
Totally different.
So
You know
what's
what I mean?
coming on the album? Is there anything you could give up? Is it any features? Anything special on there?
I do have some features on there. I got some features. I got some guys from the city. We only fight fire with fire. So,
Yeah.
I got my man Primo. He's gonna be on it. Shout out to Primo,
Oh
from
yeah,
Frankford.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
shout out Primo.
One of the fire spitters in the city for a while. I can't wait to hear that joint.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And yeah, and me and Primo go way back. So like, that's just another chemistry thing. Easy. Bang Bang. Shout out to Bang Bang.
Oh yeah,
We
I
we
got
yeah,
I produced
we
for
got
Bang
some of the
Bang.
works.
He's super fire. Like, can't
My
wait to hear
man, my
that
man
one. Yeah.
Pablo. I got Pablo 250 Sauce. Shout out Pablo.
Okay.
Definitely gonna have a few other little tricks up the sleeve that's going to be involved in the mixtape. So yeah,
Man,
that's
that's
on the
fire.
way. I got some shit. I mean, to be honest, man, I got an album. My album's been done for like a year.
Yeah.
So now we just trying to figure out, when's the right time to drop it and just
Yeah.
building up everything the right way, man. That
To the
I got
rollout.
I got some working on dying shit coming up the sleeve,
Okay. Yeah.
you
They
know.
they they the next wave. You know what I mean?
The
Straight
next
up.
wave, man. Shout out Ness. Yeah,
Yeah.
shout out
Shout
the
out
whole working
Ness.
on
Yeah.
dying team, man. All those guys, like they've been snapping, like for real.
For years now. You know what I mean? It seems like it went fast because of what's going
Mm-hmm.
on in the world, but they've had their grit on the Philly sound for a minute now. You know what I mean?
For
Shout
a
out
minute.
to that
Yeah,
whole
for a
crew. You know what
minute.
I mean?
Yeah, nah, man, none of that's just overnight. Like I like, even working with them and just seeing what they do up close, like they work super hard. So, they deserve everything they get.
Yeah, they like it's like a Royal Rumble, man. You know what I mean? Like there's so much it's so much talent. You would think that they would be battling against each other, but it's like really for the greater good of the culture and the sound what they do. So I'm definitely looking forward to hearing what you're working on with them. That's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, bro. Oh yeah, bro. I got some shit with them, man. Like I got some shit. I actually got a song with Freddie Gibbs that we got.
Ooh.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So that she's it's like it's a lot of little tricks up the sleeve that we got coming down the head. So
And the fact that like a real spitter like Gibbs is open to working on like this new sound is really like a testament to what we just said. Like the Philly sound has a grip on the industry. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
what we do matters. You know what I mean? It really
right.
does. So yeah, so working on this project, you've been putting in the time. If you could say like, what was your favorite experience working on this project?
Man, I'm gonna be honest. My favorite experience was looking back when it was done and actually like the skeleton, because I lay all my shit
Mm,
twice. Like I lay it once, then I take all my rough drafts and I relay them
yeah.
down the Batcave. So just like seeing all that done, and then I have the relief, like, damn, it's done. Now I can decorate it, I can play with it, I can make it, I can actually make it special. That's really the best part, because, you worry about making it right and doing this and that, but once you get it all out your system, and it's just like, all right, now I can be creative, I can have fun. Like, that's all at the end, you feel me? And I think that's just what makes it special.
And that process of pre-production and then re-recording, that's a lost art. That's how I know you represent the culture, because a lot of people go to the studio, punch in, and think it's done. But really, like, when you go back and you re-record and you turn that first pile of music into a pile of gold, like, it's something to say about that. So this project got to be special. I'm really looking forward to hearing this. So, all right, so you're gonna drop the project, videos on the way, shows on the way, more music. What's coming after that? Like, what does 2022 look like for Ant White?
Man, I'm gonna be real. 2021 was the warm up and shit, as a result of me actually starting to run and shit. But 2022 is going to be a flood. Like I said, just releasing music and just letting everything fly now. Cause like I said, I just had to get an understanding of what it meant to be releasing the music, and what it also meant to be putting it out, following up, and just, connecting those dots. Yeah. So, but I mean, yeah, once I get that shit out the way, it's like, all right, now I'll just really show y'all why I am who I am, for real. Cause, I feel like a lot of people say, Ant, like, yo, you should drop this or drop that. And that's cool and all, but we got to drop the right shit. You feel me? Like, constantly dropping the right shit is what makes your, is honestly what makes your name solid. I'd say it's what makes you sturdy. You feel me?
So what does the future hold? Like, where do you see the music taking you in a few years? Like, you gonna be Will Smith acting in movies, starting a clothing line, a beverage line? Like what's the future? What's the future look like?
Nah, man, I definitely, I'm not going to take the Will Smith route. Nothing wrong with that. That's a great route. But, I mean, hopefully I would just like to do, I would like to do some of the same things that I see my mentors do. Work on certain bodies of work with Grammy winning artists, and make things that actually represent the art, and actually, just basically leave the landscape of rap and hip hop better than it was, before you came into it. And, even getting to see what guys are doing as far as like Lava. He does a lot of like artist development for different artists in the city, and getting to see Pusha do his transition from being an artist to being an executive, and just getting to really see the ins and outs of how guys are moving and shit. Like, that shit's all motivation. So it just lets me know the steps that I need to follow, basically, to try to, give myself my best shot of being my best version of me. You feel me?
That's what it is. And just like you said, leaving it better than you found it, man. That's real
right,
OG, real OG lifestyle right there. So, you're familiar with hip hop since '87. I ain't got to tell you that, we have a lot of people tuned in. There's young artists, young creatives, young video directors, DJs. What's some advice you could give to some of these young, talented people tapped in to like get to the point where you're at right now?
Man, to be honest, it might sound cliche, but patience. Patience is really like the fundamental basis for success in what we do. I know because you've been in it for so many years. Your name is what it is, and that came with time. You feel me? Yeah. You can't talk about doing something for 5 years if you're not patient enough to make it to year 5. You feel me? So that's just really patience, because it's been shit. When I first started making music, even before I had got linked up with Lava and all that, I used to have to figure things out just basically on a whim, and not having anybody to help give me leadership or help steer me in any direction, and just always guessing. But once you have people that try to help you, what you're supposed to do is try to listen to their input and try to navigate with it. A lot of times I feel like young artists are so I guess excited and excitable that they forget, like, yo, you're not the first person to do this. You're not the third, you're not the fifth, you're not the 100th person. So sometimes, sometimes it's listening to a person that's done it on any level, whether it's the biggest success or the local success. Like, You have to be patient, and you have to build off of all these different, people and formulas that you'll come across. So that's really the thing, being patient, just really being a student of the game. Like,
yeah, it's true. You got to never stop learning. Never stop.
Never stops. Never stop. Be patient. Never stop learning. And just, like, don't think that the moment you start thinking you the shit is the moment that you're not.
Yeah.
Like, I can't tell you how many guys I've seen that might have had like earlier success than me, or like might have had like things that I might not view as success as much, but they might be like local success and all that. And that's cool. But, I've seen a lot of guys, burn and crash. And
yeah, you don't want to die on the hill before you even climb the mountain. You know
before you climb the mountain. Exactly. Nah,
crazy.
Come on, man.
And it's amazing year after year, just how many people come and go. So I respect your
consistency. Yeah, it's crazy.
I respect your consistency. I respect the hustle. Before we wrap up, I don't know if you got any more shout outs or like any last words. Like, the floor is yours.
Okay, yeah. No, I mean, like I said, I definitely want to thank you again for having me, man. Shout out to Hip Hop Since '87. I want to shout out the Co-op, my man AyoD, my man Keem Kong. They got some great production on the way. My man Pablo, he got some dope shit on the way. Like, the Co-op's working super hard, man. With that being said, the rest is just all to be seen and rolled out, bro. So we've been here, and we're gonna stay here. So
yeah, we only up, man. Razr 2 drops November 22nd.
Razr 2.
We're going to definitely catch up a little bit right around the time the project drops, and let's kind of make sure that we stay pushing what you got going on, because I definitely respect the grind.
Dang, man, I appreciate that, man. It means a lot to me, man. I respect yours too as well. We go back a few years, even though, we just hopped on this shit, man. Like I said, I appreciate you keeping an eye on what we got going on, and definitely going to follow through with everything we said we got going on, man.
No doubt. Let's go. All right, man. Bless up, man. I'm going to talk to you in a little bit.
All right, Brody. Be safe.
Okay.
One.